look at the. It's up. We're live now, by the way.
Okay. Oh, it's Riverboat Ron's birthday.
Yes, it is. What the hell? How do I take this apart?
That's pretty funny.
All right.
You know it was his birthday, or did a reporter have to tell him?
That is funny.
Still want him fired, but hope he has a good day.
Brutal.
It's so pure. I mean, yeah. I love like the people. Check my volume.
Yeah, check our volume, see if everything's going through. Why the hell does this not? This is terrible. How am I supposed to set this up?
This is a behind the scenes look.
Yeah, yeah.
If
If anyone's here now,
the production of just one episode.
Yeah, if anyone's here now, it's it doesn't even look like the stream's running. All right, it is.
What's up?
Well, this is annoying. All right, well, I'm not gonna do this now.
I feel like I know Mike sounds a lot better.
Your mic?
I feel like it could sound even better.
More
with it a little bit.
More.
Come on. Man, perfection. Like I went back and I listened to just like a little bit of a previous episode when I was using my AirPods, and I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe it's that bad.
Yeah, it's funny. It's worse than it is on the, like I don't hear it as bad as it comes out.
Right. Yeah, even when like I would check our audio, like it wouldn't sound, or maybe it didn't. I just didn't realize it because I didn't know what the mic was supposed to sound like.
You were blinded by it. Alright, I gotta take this piece off, but I can't. Quite the pickle right now.
You want to talk about the playoff changes? Because I'm so confused.
Yeah, I think I know what's going on.
Okay.
Alright, screw this light. We'll get to it. I'll set it up after this. Let's just get the show on the road. The lighting looks fine for me right now, anyways. Let's get this going. All right, you ready? Actually, let me get it out first. Let me get
We didn't do picks.
Oh shoot! All right. We're in shambles right now.
We are in shambles. It's too early for this.
Far too early. All right, let me get the YouTube sent out to people. Of course, my Wi-Fi does not, for some reason, doesn't stay connected to my phone, and we will get picks in.
Right. Oh yeah, we've got the worst case scenario in terms of internet. Me at home, at school.
Yeah, I know. Hopefully, it's all right.
This might be a battle.
Which goes out first?
Shit. Bills are -9.
The Bills are?
Bengals.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Lamar's not playing.
Sketchy.
Fishy.
Gee, Bills are -7.5, so not much better.
Oh, Jesus. All right. That being said, I already know my first pick.
Okay.
I'm going all heartbreak this week.
Oh, dear Lord.
I like how Nathan Peterman's starting and the Vikings are still only -6.
I know. Do they have anything to play for, though?
The
Do
Vikings,
they have the
no.
3 seed? Like they can't get the 1. Oh, I don't know what they would gain. The like money real quick. Ooh, okay, I like that.
What? Oh, nice. That's just a useless game. Neither of those teams should even care.
Yeah, there's a lot of them.
Yeah, there's a lot of them. I'm going with this one.
It's a weird line.
Yeah, it is a weird line.
And more points. I could just see the Rams ruining the Seahawks season.
I can too. Why does it say it's or on DraftKings? It's saying it starts at 9:25 p.m. There's no way that game starts at 9:25.
Game.
It says, oh, it's all sorts of messed up. It
Mine's
says that
not.
tonight's yeah, for some reason on mine it says tonight's game starts at 9:30. Tomorrow's is Jacksonville, Tennessee at 1 a.m.
Is your computer in like a different time zone?
I don't know. That's weird. Oh well. Pick some more.
Alright, I'm gonna take.
Oh, now it's fixed.
Peterman.
Yeah, I know. It's Peterman. Any faith in Howell?
Yes. I don't want them to win. He
No,
looks good though.
there's no reason to win. Yeah.
They could go. I think with a win, they could fall all the way back to like 20th. With a loss, they could get almost top 10, depending on.
I wish you could
the
see.
rest of the shakeout.
Like I wish like the playoffs odds. I wish it was like a draft pick odds. There probably is.
Hmm.
Shit.
That's
I
a
don't.
depressing thing to look at.
I really have no idea what to do. I think I'm gonna go here.
Yeah, like
Be good to go.
that.
Let's make sure the stream's still going, but we should be good to go.
Is Hurts playing?
I have no idea. I don't know about that. I think so. I think they said their starters are playing. I lost internet again, so hopefully we're getting it out of the way. Let us pray. Can you check YouTube, see if we're still alive?
Yeah.
Dennis said he's gonna see you tomorrow
He'll see me tomorrow.
with a kissy face. Alright. I think we should be good to go on that.
I'll see you tomorrow, my love.
Alright.
I never posted
wait.
on. And
I never tweeted it.
oh darn, no one will know.
Yeah, I know. Our 2 followers will never know. Elon suppressed our tweets anyways.
Yeah.
He's an enemy of the pod, just like Zuck.
Yeah, that was a pretty smooth transition to power.
Honestly. Oh, dude, I got a great college corner.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm so excited. All right. You ready? Raiders. Stidham season.
Hit him.
All right, let's get this started. You ready?
On time.
Start. Yeah, just on time. 3, 2, 1. Hello and welcome to the Wise Guys Podcast. I'm your host, Brady Fitzgerald, joined as always by my co-host, Chris Hagan.
You guys doing?
Doing pretty well, Chris. Just got into South Carolina 2 days ago, I guess now. And I'm at that I was telling you this morning, I'm at that end of the break mode where it's like I don't want to get anything started because then I feel like I'm starting to ramp up school again. But I also
Mhm.
I have nothing to do at all. So I've played a lot of Xbox. Um and just ever since I got back, just like been unpacking and just working
Right.
around stuff in my room. But
Yeah, the first few days that I was home for regular break, that's how I felt.
oh yeah.
Like I didn't even
Yeah.
unpack.
No, it's like the
I
start
took
of the
my
break.
clothes out and just put them on the ground.
The start of the break and the end of the break are very similar. It's just
Oh,
nothing
yeah,
gets done.
definitely.
Nothing at all gets done. And so, it's
Yeah,
a
a lot
for
of Fortnite has been played in this house.
oh yes. I gotta play some Fort tonight. You got me itching now. All right. And besides that, ever since last pod, I'm a fish father now, Chris.
Oh, are you?
Yes. Yeah. Little Fitzy the first. He's downstairs right now. He's getting his little tank. Um he's got I don't know if you saw my Snapchat story. He's got the a little sign that says welcome to Fin City. And he's
What
rocking.
kind of fish is he?
He's a little blue beta fish. Yeah. He's a chiller. So, um, I'm excited to have him in the house. Just like a nice energy to bring every time. Like I was watching a movie downstairs, and every couple minutes, look over, look at his little tank, look at him swim around.
You have like, do you have lights in the tank?
Yeah, I got lights in the tank.
Okay.
Yeah, he would
I
have
was
been
looking.
he would have been zero dark 30 if I didn't have any lights in the tank.
I was seriously looking into buying a fish for my room this year, but my room's too small. Like there was nowhere that I could have put it without it being in danger. Because I wanted to get like a nice sized tank, a
Mhm.
couple glowfish, and put a light in. So it's still on my list of things to do, but it's gonna have to wait until I get out of that. little
Right
room.
now, he's downstairs where every weekend people are blaring music till 5 in the morning that don't even live there, just slaying on our couch and
Oh,
doing whatever they want to do. And so I'm a little concerned about his safety, but if I have to, I can move
they
him.
have ears.
What?
Have ears?
Oh, I'm not worried about the noise. I'm just worried about
Oh, okay.
some
It's gonna
drunken
get knocked
fool.
over.
No, some drunken fool, like I don't know, putting vodka in his tank or something.
My grandfather told me that they used to have a fish in their apartment in college, and people would pour beer in the fish
Yeah.
tank.
I
The
would
fish would
I would
die.
not be happy if someone
So-
poured beer. But that's I mean, I'm preparing for the worst. He's Fitzy the first because, in case there's any successors. We'll keep the chain going. But
you put him in your room then.
because I want him down there. I want people to appreciate him as much as I do. So hopefully
Show 'em off.
yeah, and hopefully I get the respect I deserve to keep the fish alive.
Like in health class in middle school when you get the egg,
Yes.
supposed to like watch
Yep.
over it.
You gotta watch, make sure the egg's fine.
Really, all you have to do is like feed it and use the water every once in a while.
Yep.
Like there's nothing else to it.
No,
It's
not at all. I'm gonna
a
get
good
him.
job.
I'm getting him a little. So I looked it up. Beta fish. They work with shrimp, like little. They're called cherry shrimps. I'm gonna try to get him
Okay.
a cherry shrimp, just so he has a buddy. He looked lonely in there.
I bet it does get lonely in there.
Yeah, he's just swimming around, enjoying Fin City all by himself. He's got to come on.
Yeah.
Population's got to be more than one. All right. Well, there's sports to talk about, and actually, since we are, we're talking about NFL today, we might as well update everyone about Damar Hamlin. He's alert. The first thing he did was ask who won the game. When I saw that quote, I was like, all right, he's gonna be just fine. If he's waking up and he's like, all right, who won? Like, do we at least win? Like, he's gonna be fine.
Yeah, he's gonna be pissed that they didn't play.
He's
Like,
big.
Jamar,
Wait,
like I don't know if you understand how severe,
like
for him in that situation, he probably just blacked out. Like,
yeah.
obviously he did. He wasn't conscious, so he had no idea what was happening, and so he would have no idea the direness of, or at least what it looked like.
Oh no, he had no idea that he was a statement for 2 days. like a real not a movement, but just like an event that happened. And
Right.
I think it's pretty cool that he didn't think that automatically. Like I think it's cool that he was just thinking about the game, and like that's
Mhm.
that's what he's out there to do, and that's what hopefully he'll be out there to do whenever he fully recovers. But with that being said, there's a lot of ramifications about the AFC playoffs that come to it. And from what I believe is how it works is if the Chiefs and the Bills lose, the Bengals, if they make it to the AFC Championship, will play on a neutral site.
Right.
And
Which would probably be Detroit
probably, yeah, for some
or
reason they'll
like
make it
New
Detroit.
Orleans.
Yeah.
Maybe.
And then if the Chiefs lose and the Bills win, the Chiefs still get the bye, but that AFC Championship will be on a neutral site.
Hello?
Yeah.
Oh, that's in a neutral site.
No, that's a neutral site. Yeah. I don't think, I'm pretty sure there's not a scenario where the Bills can get the 1 seed.
What if they win and the Chiefs lose this week? They would have to get the 1 seed.
All right, scenario. All right,
The
here it is.
Chiefs
Here it is.
somehow
Here it
were to
is.
lose
Scenario
to the
1:
Raiders.
if the Bills and the Chiefs both win or both tie, then Buffalo Chiefs championship game will be at a neutral site. I was wrong. If the Chiefs lose, Bills will be the 1 seed.
And assuming the Bills beat the Patriots, though.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
If the Bills and the Chiefs both lose, then wait, what? And Baltimore wins over the Bengals, then Buffalo versus Kansas City championship game will also be at a neutral site. And then this is if they both lose and Cincinnati beats Baltimore, then the Chiefs Bengals AFC championship game will be at a neutral site.
I think we should just wait till after this week, and then they can just tell us what's going to happen.
Yeah, wait. So from what I'm reading, this is 3 scenarios, and it looks like the Chiefs are pretty much locked into that bye.
If they win,
If they win. No, I mean it doesn't they didn't say anything. I'm looking it up right now. Cuz I thought I understood it. Now the more I read about
Buffalo and Kansas City both lose. Buffalo, Cincinnati.
Okay, all right, yeah. If the Chiefs lose, and so basically, if the Chiefs lose and the Bills win, none of the neutral site shit matters. Bills are number 1 seed.
Okay, so
and they go
here's
through it.
if the AFC Championship game will be played at a neutral site if the participating teams played an unequal number of games and both could have been the number 1 seed and hosted the game had all AFC clubs played a full schedule.
Okay. All right.
That makes sense? I mean that cuz that like basically explains all of the scenarios.
Yeah. Yeah.
The bye is, I guess that doesn't explain the bye. So the Chiefs, yeah, if the Chiefs win, they have to bye.
Yep. Which is funny because they lost to both the Bills and the Bengals.
Yeah, they did.
I heard a thing. It was like, oh, what if Andy Reid just gave up the 1 seed? Like, oh, this isn't fair. Like, who would ever do that? No, he cares about winning.
I saw apparently people were complaining that the Bills and the Bengals basically already got a bye because they didn't play the whole game.
What assholes?
That's
What assholes?
That's the internet. As soon as like it's announced that he's okay, people have just been building up these takes that they're like, oh, well, I can't say it if he's still like in the coma.
No, and the second he's out,
as he's talking, they're like, well, it's really not that fair.
I mean,
like, all right.
When you look at it, it's come on now, can't be that fair. Well,
like, what do you want him to do?
Yeah, I honestly. Well, we'll figure it out at the end of this week, and whatever happens, happens. It would be kind of cool to see a neutral site AFC Championship game, which it looks like. I guess if the Chiefs win, if the Chiefs win, it'll be.
I think
like that's happening.
It's very likely until the Chargers make the AFC Championship. And it doesn't matter.
It's true. All right, let's get into our wise picks.
The,
Week
the other
18.
interesting thing though is
Oh.
if the sorry to interrupt.
No,
but
yeah, go ahead.
the Bills and the Bengals are the 2 and 3 seed. They end up meeting in the second round. Would it be played in Buffalo? Because if the Bengals beat them in that game, then they would have jumped them, right?
That's true.
That's another interesting. I haven't heard anything about possible divisional round implications.
What it says right here is that the Bengals can get the number 2 seed with a win and a Bills loss. So they can jump them.
Both win.
But but you're right. No, yeah, I know what you're saying. They both win.
Bengals, right.
They all have to go into Buffalo, even though they had the possibility of
had a
beating
chance to jump them. Yeah.
I don't know.
Like at the end of the day, it's the playoffs. Like the better team should win.
Yep. Yeah, it shouldn't really matter where the game's going to be played.
We talked about in the baseball playoffs. Like if you're better team, just go win.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
If you're complaining about it, like just up.
Yeah, shut up. Just shut up. It's an easy way. All right, go on ahead. Wise picks. You want to? I mean, I guess I pick first. I'll go first. And we're starting off. I'm going all heartbreak this week. I'm ready for it. The New England Patriots plus 7.5 at the Bills. Had
a bye though. They're rested.
They are rested, but are they too shook? They too shook about what happened. Could be a bad line. Maybe they don't come out there with the same fire.
Or it's the opposite.
What, the Patriots? What, they feel bad and they're not ready?
No, the Bills come out.
Oh, they come out. Yeah, that's true.
They play for their teammate.
Could go either way. I mean,
that aligns where it is.
That's why. Yeah, and I'm at the point because the past couple weeks have just been like, just keep losing. Who cares? Don't make the playoffs. And now it's like we're 1 week away. Like, am I really gonna root for them to lose?
You might as well go do it.
Yeah, we might as well go make the playoffs. And the dream scenario is that the Pats beat the Bills and the Bengals jump them to the 2 seed. Because we just watched Pats Bengals. I mean, it was close. If Ramondre Stevenson doesn't fumble, right back in it. So
yes.
You're
also like you're gonna get a killer instinct from like they're not gonna blow another 24-point lead.
It's just in my mind. It helps me think that there's more of a chance than there is, because if we beat the Bills and then have to play the Bills, we're gonna get our ass kicked. And it might not matter at all.
I would rather go to Cincinnati than Buffalo. That's
definitely
fair.
But it might not all matter because we might get our ass kicked by Buffalo this week. So I don't know.
Yeah, I wouldn't get your hopes up.
We were talking about before the pod if there was a prediction on where you get the draft pick in case you lose or win or whatever. I would love to see the implications of the Pats draft pick, because if it's like if we jump 5 spots losing, sign me up. Let's lose by 40. Like I'm there. But if it's like we drop like 1 or 2, it's like, all right, we might as well try to pick the playoffs.
What if they make the playoffs and then they don't fire Matt Patricia?
I saw reports that Robert Kraft ain't happy, and he's not gonna allow this shit to happen.
Man, how could he possibly be happy?
No, I don't know how he could possibly be happy. That if he stays, there's just something wrong in the organization that needs to leave. So I just don't think it's possible. Unless like we go on and win like 2 playoff games and our offense looks amazing. And then it's like to the point where it's like, all right, well then clearly he could do something. But we're not even to that point yet, and it's not gonna happen. So all right, that's my pick though. All that being said, touchdown game.
7.5 is a lot of points.
7.5 point, yeah, a lot of points for a team who want like
always the fallback.
Yeah, for a team who's trying to make the playoffs, 7.5 is a lot of points. This game matters for both teams, but that's the other issue is that the Bills, it matters for them.
It does matter for the Bills, yeah.
Yeah. All right, you're up.
This is my favorite pick. Far. The Saints -3 against the Panthers.
Why?
Feels like a lock. Because Saints are hot. Saints have won 3 in a row.
It's fair.
I know you're laughing. It's true.
No, yeah, no, it's
won 3 games in a row. It's at the Dome. which is always like every time I see the Saints at home, I want to take them just because of the dome. And the Panthers, I feel like last week had a chance to make the. I don't think they wouldn't have gotten in with a win last week, but like
No, they would have had to
season
beat the
alive.
Saints this week. But
Season's over now.
yeah.
So they're shot. Like all of their energy, all their focus, I feel like was expended last week.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to the dome in a meaningless game. I don't think they have any shot to win this game.
Also,
The Saints don't even have the draft pick.
bam.
Like there's no
Bam.
call from the front office that's like, hey, let's try to throw this game. Whereas the Panthers, there might be.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Conspiracy theorist, but I think this is a blowout.
I was spectacled at first. You started talking, and I was thinking to myself, oh, they don't even have their own first round pick, so they should want to win this game. Make sure the Eagles, who is
Andy Dalton, I don't know, trying to stay in the NFL as long as he can.
yeah, he's trying to get another contract. He's trying to. I mean, he started pretty much all season, but he's trying to get another role in the Saints offense, and so yeah, I guess that means they have something to play for themselves and not the draft pick. Because if it's the other way around and they have their draft pick, this could go either way. Like who knows?
Right,
It's a
yeah.
coin flip. But I like that. I like it. You sold me. Even though it's a useless game, Saints -3.
Yeah.
I'm all for it.
I think it's the biggest lock of the week.
All right. My favorite game of the week is Steelers at the Diddler. At the Browns. Or are they at the Browns or are they home?
No, it's at home.
Whew, even better. So the Steelers, if they win and the Pats, Dolphins lose, they're in the playoffs. So this matters a lot. For the Browns, doesn't matter at all. And I know we just talked about not having the first round pick, so maybe they'll try. But even when they've been trying, they haven't been good. The Diddler, he's back and he stinks. I guess besides against your team, which he still stunk. He just had 3 touchdowns. But
Yeah, those guys were wide open.
the Steelers aren't gonna they're gonna be playing with heart. We talked about Kenny last week. They're playing for Mike Tomlin's regular season record of never
That's
going.
What I love about
yeah.
it.
So they're playing with real heart and real implications here. And I'm all for it. -2.5.
It's not that unlikely that they make the playoffs, I feel like.
No, which is insane. Absolutely
Dolphins are starting
insane.
Skylar Thompson.
Yeah. No, they're starting Skylar
Yes,
Thompson.
like Jets have nothing left, but
They're starting
roll over and die, but
they're starting Joe. I almost picked the Jets because of the Flacco factor.
Screw the Steelers one last time.
Wacko for Flacco. Oh, I didn't even think about that. He screws over the Steelers one last time, throws 4 interceptions.
Like throwing.
That would be hilarious. That would be so funny.
Be funny.
I just want Mike Tomlin's regular season record to hold.
Yeah, and the Steelers are another one where it's like you look at their schedule; they've won 3 in a row, and they've won 5 of their last 6. This is a hot team. Like they don't look good every week.
No,
They win close games. They play good defense, and they do like they're gonna have the ball down 3 at the end of the game, and they're gonna go win it. That's what they do.
So-
They've been doing every week.
My theory, I don't know if I said it on the pod or not, but my theory of that, they're just like right now. Kenny Pickett is playing at he just looks like Big Ben already, like an old Big Ben already.
He's the Benjamin Buttons.
Yeah, and it was backed up at last week. They had the highest quarterback PFF rating since 2015 at like 92 something, which isn't a lot. It's like a pretty average quarterback number. But that means at Kenny Pickett's best, he's a prime 32-year-old Ben Roethlisberger, and I love it. I absolutely love it.
Perfect.
Like, let's get him throwing for
them with like a dynamic quarterback. Just wouldn't seem.
No,
right.
it wouldn't make sense.
I know that Big Ben's a Hall of Famer and had some great years, but in our recent memery,
yeah, he's been nothing but he's been nothing but just right under 200 yards, right under 200 yards, And
Throws it like 50 times.
yeah, and a touchdown or two. That's pretty much all you
He's like
need.
28 for 50 with 156 yards.
But that's how Kenny's been
Perfect.
playing, and that's how this team works. They play good defense, and they dwindle you down on offense. So now that they got the running game working against the Ravens, I think they can do it against the Browns, and I love it. I love -2.5.
They literally need 16 points to win this game.
Yeah,
That.
and that's exactly what they hit. Nothing more, nothing less. 16 points.
They said they won 5 of the last 6. They've scored 24, 19, 14. That was the loss. 24, 13, 16.
Oh.
Scored 24 twice, which is basically a shootout for them.
Yeah, that is a shootout for them. I love it. And did you see the Browns? Jadeveon Clowney, former Gamecock, by the way.
He just left.
He just left. Just left. They yeah, so now he's officially out versus Steelers. He basically just told the front office like, "Hey, I'm not going to be here next year. I'm going to sign somewhere else in free agency." And they're like, "All right, go home. I'll see you. We'll see you later." Like,
is he going to sign somewhere else? Like, do people want him?
I have no idea. I mean, and I feel like every year he's a free agent. Ever since his holdout, it's been a free agent every year.
It took like months for him to finally sign somewhere.
Yeah, and where was it?
He existed.
Where was he before the Browns? Was it the Texans? Or did he have a team in between?
Oh, I think he had a team in between.
He is, and even as a South Carolina, student, you'd think he'd be in everywhere, but he really just isn't. All right, Jadeveon Clowney.
Per Football Reference. Seattle and Tennessee.
I was going to say Tennessee. All right, so he signed with Seattle after the holdout. He signed with Seattle, and then I think he got traded to Tennessee. He's still only 29.
He only played 8 games the last 2 years. Okay, I didn't realize he had a full season in Cleveland last year.
Yeah, he did. He played 2 full seasons in Cleveland.
She had a good season too.
Yeah, I think he's just pretty solid player. I don't know if he's clearly not like, defensive player of the year candidate or anything, but
on Pro Football Reference, it says Jadeveon Clowney, and then in parentheses it says doo-doo.
Doo-doo. Is that his nickname? Doo-doo?
Yeah, like that's where it would be, I think.
Doo-doo. That's a terrible nickname. I'm gonna look up his nickname. Should be just like, yeah, Doo-doo. Dr. Clowney. Jay.
So bad. Why is it doo-doo?
Those are terrible. Doo-doo. All right. Anyways, enough about doo-doo. Let's go to our next wise pick. What do you got?
Doo-doo is doo-doo.
Speaking of doo-doo, Nathan Peterman started. No, I was thinking the
Vikings. Vikings going to Chicago. 26 against the Bears. It's Nathan Peterman.
I know the Vikings are.
What are we talking?
Yeah, I know the Vikings are trash, but come on now, guys. And not even trash. They're a playoff team. This is Nathan Peterman we're talking about. The Bears should have no incentive to win this game ever.
Right.
They have the chance of getting the number 1 pick.
The future is on the line here.
Yeah, they cannot screw up and win this game.
No. That's why Peterman's starting.
Yep. And it shouldn't be a conversation. This -6 should be hitting everywhere. Everyone in their right mind should add this to their parlay.
And it would also be nice for the Vikings to get easy win going into the playoffs to kind of build the confidence back up.
Yeah.
Like doo-doo.
Yeah.
Last few weeks, and have really proved themselves to be frauds. Because at first it was like, people were saying they were frauds, but it's like, yeah, they're finding ways to win. Now they're not finding ways to win, and they're just getting their asses kicked.
No, so
this would be a nice bounce back spot, especially for Kirk.
Agreed. Is this 1 p.m.?
Awful last week. I think so.
Yeah, it is.
So why wouldn't it be?
Yeah, it is. It's a classic 1 p.m. game. All right, Yeah, and there's nothing. I mean, I have nothing else to say. I completely agree. There should be no reason why the Bears should come close to this 6 points.
I'm wondering if people are getting too into like the Vikings are frauds and just betting against them, but 6 points against basically the worst team in the
It's
NFL.
Nathan Peterman, guys.
Should-
It's Nathan Peterman. Their one good player, Justin Fields, who's literally a running back, can't. He's not even playing. So, all right.
Don't overthink this one.
Yeah, don't overthink it. Speaking of don't overthink, the Texans are another team that can't afford a win this week. Because if they win and the Bears win, or the Bears lose, Bears get the number 1 pick. So the number 1 pick's on the line here. And even though the Bears, I don't think, would pick a quarterback, and the Texans could most likely get their guy, they might trade down. So Colts -2. I know the Colts are nothing. They haven't been anything for weeks. I don't even know. Is Nick Foles starting? Is Matt Ryan starting? Sam Ellinger? It doesn't even matter. What do you say?
It's Ellinger.
I think it's Ellinger. All right, I'm gonna look it up. But it doesn't matter to me. They're all terrible, and what's it say? This is from 2 weeks ago.
Ellinger will make his 3rd start of the season. Oh,
hell yeah! All right, Ellinger. Let's -2.5. I mean, they can't win. The Texans can't win.
Some stinky stuff happening in this game.
Davis Mills is gonna be pitching it backwards and just like throwing it in the opposite end zone.
Colts might be worse than the Texans. That's the thing.
Yeah, I think they are. It's gonna be. They're gonna be like at the goal line, and he's just gonna be like, you just throw it behind him.
It will be very interesting to see how they pull this off. They can't win.
No,
can't happen.
No.
Very excited. This might be a game that I have to watch.
It's like one of those games where it's just gonna be lingering on the red zone all day, and you're never like, especially if a game's actually close, and it has playoff implication. You're like, oh, I don't like get this off my screen, but they're gonna be there.
Yeah.
And be there at the goal line for some reason every time. All right. Do you expect before we move on? Do you expect a lot of points for this game or little points?
Oh, little points.
I don't know. I feel like they could just like start swinging it. Just like dude, they both want to lose so badly that they just keep chucking it down the field.
Instead of choking on offense, they chuck on defense.
Yeah. They don't play any defense at all. Either team.
It's the total in this game.
The total's 37.
Ugh.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. And I still
some of the other games we've seen.
Yeah, but I don't know if I'd take the over. It scares me.
Yeah. I mean, if you're slinging it, it'll definitely hit, but I don't know if I trust that.
All right. Last pick.
I am taking the Raiders. Against the team that never covers. At home. Chiefs will most likely win this game, but it's going to be interesting.
And they just don't cover.
The Chiefs have an easy game before the playoffs.
Yeah, and they're going to win. They're going to get the bye. I'll be fine. But the Chiefs, they haven't covered since I picked them for Seattle. That was the only time they covered. I think all season that was the only time they covered. Maybe against the Rams.
Not good against the number.
No, they just can't. They can't handle the number. And the Raiders were fun last week. Stidham, we talked about it. Stidham was fun, and they held him with poopy Derek Carr to 1 point. Oh, they only lost by 1 point last time, so it'll be an interesting game for sure. I'm excited for it.
The Chiefs are 5-10-1 against the spread this season.
Damn.
Only team worse is Tampa.
Oh, I could have probably guessed that. Tampa, because they got major spreads early, and they couldn't cover, and then they even tried to give them bad spreads, and just
it was losing. 3 points every week.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, this is an interesting one. The Chargers are 10-5-1 against the spread. Who thought that?
They're +3 this week, so they just must be benching
because
starters.
If the Ravens lose, then their game doesn't matter. They're locked into the 5 spot.
Yeah.
and the Ravens are 9-point underdogs.
Let's
That's
talk about
where my
Lamar.
line comes from.
Is Lamar like gonna play in the playoffs?
I don't think so. I think this is a late season holdout.
That's what it seems like, isn't it? It's
And
like
he probably is still banged up. He's definitely able to play. He just doesn't want to risk it.
No, it's definitely
He hasn't gotten a long-term deal.
Yeah, he's sitting with his boys. He's sitting at home, resting himself. And he's like, you know what? Why should I go out there and throw to Demarcus Robinson and Deshaun Jackson and get my ass whooped by whoever
A
we play in the
team
first
that
round?
isn't willing to give me an extension.
So they gave him $200 million. He just didn't accept it. So, saying, oh, like they didn't take care of. They did. It's just hard now that Deshaun Watson literally ruined the market. He's a terrible person, and he had great seasons as a quarterback, but he held out
really bad.
and has looked really bad. But now that his number is his number and Kyler Murray's number is his number, none of these quarterbacks are going to accept.
Are so bad.
Yeah, it's going to get worse and worse. So Lamar's betting on himself by, maybe he's not betting. Is that betting on himself if he just sits out? I can't tell on the betting on yourself spectrum. That is? Okay. But
not accepting the offer, he's betting on himself.
Yes, that's true.
He's the guy where the sample size is already there. It's not like he needs to go out and prove anything.
Yeah, but if you think about it, this is the last 2 years he couldn't end a season, and whether this is by choice this season or by actual injury this season, past 2 years he couldn't end the season. So
yeah, that's true.
It'll be interesting to see if he plays in the playoff game, but they said that there's hopes for him playing this week. There's no way he's playing this week. Yeah, actually, never mind. He's out again. Yeah. So, I'm interested to see what happens with him because then he's gonna be a free agent. And think about it. He could be like, "Look, I want to leave anyways. Like, why should I play in this playoff game and risk myself getting hurt again if they're not going to give me a wide receiver or an incompetent offensive coordinator?" We'll see.
Jets.
What do you say, Jets?
Lamar Jackson.
No, he's coming to Washington. Left hand up. Lamar's left hand is up. Him, Bezos.
Already in place.
Him, Bezos, and Sean Payton.
Harbaugh.
Bring the other Harbaugh up. We'll get the other Harbaugh.
That would be such a spite move.
Hell yeah, that would be awesome.
I think we should hire Jim Harbaugh just to get Lamar.
Think of that, dude. That would be like the biggest FU to the Ravens ever. I'm gonna go to the other Maryland team with the other Harbaugh coach. Oh, that would be a dream scenario.
He's a guy where it's hard to sign a long-term contract with him.
Oh, I'd be a little nervous. I'd be ecstatic, but you'd be a little. There'd be a lingering in the back of your head, just like
you have to carefully set the guaranteed money.
Yeah,
you cannot give him the Deshaun Watson everything guaranteed. That would be insane.
Well, Deshaun Watson should have even gotten that. So.
No, I know.
Yeah, there's just it needs to be a lot of incentives.
100% guaranteed is nuts.
It really is. All right, what other games we got?
We'll see.
Yep, Bucks Falcons, useless game.
No one cares.
Commanders. Do you want it?
Dolphins. Speaking of the Jets.
Jets. All right, this one actually does have playoff implications. Joe Flacco.
Skylar Thompson
versus Skylar Thompson.
Whew.
What a game.
With the playoffs on the line.
Yeah, playoffs on the line. I know the Jets. They didn't have.
The Jets are just dead, but
they're dead. They're really dead. I think the
Jets are gonna beat them. Actually,
I would love to see the Joe Flacco beat him, but I don't know what's funnier now in my head: the Joe Flacco, screwing over the Steelers one last time, or Joe Flacco winning and just him winning.
I think it would be him winning and then retiring.
Yeah, that a way to go out on top. On top.
Knock out your division rival and the third string quarterback
Yeah.
in the playoffs.
And with a 8-9 season. He does like the
Yeah.
farewell, like Big Ben, walks around the stadium a couple times. That'd be awesome.
Awesome.
I would
I'm
hate to
rooting
see
for
the
Joe.
I hate to see the Dolphins in the playoffs though. So I do want the Jets to beat them. As much as I think it'd be funny Joe screwing over the Steelers, I don't want to see the Dolphins.
I think the Steelers get in.
I think the Steelers might get
Honestly,
in too.
do.
It's not unlikely, like at all.
No, it's not. See if I can find odds for that on DraftKings.
Just do a parlay. Do a parlay of
Could do
Pats
that.
Pats losing, Steelers winning,
Yeah.
and Dolphins losing. I bet it's not that bad of odds. I'm gonna do it right now.
Get it for me here, DraftKings.
Oh, it's nice. You can just go right on DraftKings. Look at you. All right, so
See it without logging in.
that's true.
Okay,
Steelers money line.
5 and Jets money line gives me plus 470.
That's not that bad.
That's not that bad.
The old Steelers make the playoffs.
Yep.
So what would you put? Jets, Bills, Steelers, right? All money line. Yeah,
That's it, right?
that's
the
all they
scenario.
need. Wait, what about Jacksonville? They're gonna beat Tennessee tonight, anyways. It doesn't matter. I'm not even gonna worry about it because they can get the 7th seed. They can lose and still make it. But I think the Steelers have to then
Jacksonville
lose.
can? Steelers would probably
Yeah,
have to
and then I
lose.
think the Steelers have to then lose. All right, so that game matters. That'll be interesting to see. I want to I don't know. I think it's funny. The Dolphins' defense too. It's not like they have been any good.
Oh,
They haven't been good at all.
they're frauds.
They are frauds.
They were one of the better teams in the league, and then
it just fell off quickly.
the Niners, I guess, sucked the life out of them.
So what bothers me about this Week 18 schedule is that Rams Seahawks is before Packers Lions.
I know.
So if the Seahawks lose and somehow Baker wins, there's no point to Sunday night.
It still matters to the Packers.
That's true. Yeah, but okay, yeah, they do, but it doesn't matter to the Lions. And I guess they might want to knock off Rodgers, but yeah.
Jags Titans should have been the Sunday night game.
At least it's Saturday night. I tweeted out when it got announced that it wasn't Sunday night, like why are they robbing us of an actual important Jags Titans primetime game?
No.
And now I realize it's on Saturday. Saturday it belongs. I feel like it belongs on Saturday. It can't be. Sunday. It's got to be on
hear that music with Jags Titans.
Yeah, it's got to be a random.
It's like, nope.
Who's gonna be commentating this game? It's on NFL Network, right?
Probably.
No.
Rich Eisen?
I don't know. I'm looking right now. It's got to be better than of Chris Collinsworth. Oh, that Trevor Lawrence. Oh. All right.
Sure?
What? No, I don't think it is Chris Collins. I think that's Sunday. I just said it's better than that.
Okay. Kentucky plays Alabama today in basketball.
We'll get to basketball in the college corner.
Yeah, I'm looking at the announcer schedule Twitter. Oh, Arkansas Auburn. That's another good game.
All right.
It's Tom McCarthy. He's the Phillies announcer.
Oh, nice.
He always does those. Oh, never mind. That's the radio.
I got it. At least I'm looking for it.
Interesting.
Who is it?
On ABC.
Oh, it's Joe Buck and Troy Aikman. Hell yeah! Awesome.
That.
Look at the one for Chiefs. Vegas is weird. Louis Riddick, Dan Orlovsky. I don't even know who Steve Levy is, but I've heard the name.
Steve Levy, yeah, he's the bulging dick guy.
He's the what?
Ever seen that video? Bulging dick.
I'm searching him up right now.
Doing Sports Center and doing the injuries after they recap all the NFL games and then he talks about all the injuries. there's some guy he says that has a bulging disc
Oh,
in
he
his
says
neck when
dick.
he screws up.
He
Yeah,
says dick.
it's one
Uh,
of the, and then he like can't keep it together through the rest of the rest of the injuries. It's a great clip.
that's like it's like back in elementary school when we're doing like the reading circle instead of ash, I said ass. That was quite a
Mhm.
hoot. It was quite a hoot.
Yeah, or when you get to that certain page of To Kill a Mockingbird,
Yeah.
somebody just doesn't know.
Somebody's gotta
Some...
say it. No, if somebody wants to say it, they're like, can I read now? It's like, all right, settle down there, Billy. Settle down. All right, Cardinals Niners. That means nothing. Niners should roll them. I think it's David Blau again. I feel bad. What happened to Trace McSorley?
You get hurt?
I have no idea. I got no clue.
And I have the Cardinals. If you told me that the Cardinals had like canceled their last 3 games, I wouldn't even think. I'd be like,
Oh
yeah,
yeah, I'd be like, all right, that makes sense. Yeah.
haven't
Well,
been
like
playing.
they announced JJ Watt retires, and I was like, is he just like giving up on the last 2 games? Like, is he just like done? Because I would be. I'd be like, I'm
He's
retired.
trying to get that like last few game retirement tour, which is I think is the way to do it instead of do the whole season.
Yeah,
Like,
you
all
get
right,
the last
guys,
2
this is my
games.
last game, and then they can honor you, but it's not a whole stink.
Yeah, you do it your last. I think it was his last home game that he did it. So that's it. You're right. It's a
There you
classy
go.
way.
Good move. That's a classy move by a
Yeah.
classy guy.
I agree. And we talked about Chargers Broncos. So that's all of them. A lot of useless games this week. It's gonna be some interesting football. All right.
I am excited for this Jags Titans game.
So I'm just
I
glad
want to see the Jags in prime.
I'd love seeing the Jags Titans in prime time. I mean, this has been our
I-
first ever pod was after a Jags Titans Thursday night.
I know,
It
yeah,
was-
the
it's-
Derrick Henry game.
And he's back. Derrick Henry's playing this week, and it's funny. You can say like, well, they had a mini bye last week. Let's see if they get healthy. Like it's not like they played any of their starters
I
last week.
see. Yeah, they've had not a mini bye. They've had a legit bye.
Yeah, they didn't play anybody, and they were on Thursday.
Except for Dobbs.
Dobbs is still starting.
Yeah.
I'm all for Dobbs. It's funny. I would love to see. It's
I've
like
liked Dobbs since he got drafted, and I feel like he's never gotten a fair shot.
this is it for on the line, playoffs on the line, literally.
No, I just
This
like the
is-
Jags so much, though.
I know it's so hard to root against the Jags, even though like they're a fun young team. Do I watch?
Yeah, and I like Doug. Like Trevor.
I'm glad I didn't have to watch Trevor whoop my school for 4 years. Because I wouldn't be a fan of him in the league. But since I didn't care, I have no bad beef with Trev. I actually like Trev. I want him to be a Pat so badly.
That
Alright.
possibly happened.
No, it wouldn't have happened. Not like come draft time, but I was ready to tank that year, ready to go all the way. All right. Anyways, now let's go. Where do you want to like? That's the NFL. What's next? I forget what we said we're going to talk about. Oh,
Braun
want-
or
yeah, we can do some
sticking with
Braun.
that for now.
No, we could do some Braun. Braun makes a whole big stick that he's doing something on ESPN. A one-on-one conversation comes out all these speculations like, oh, is he going to request a trade? Is he going to do this and that? And all he talked about was getting the scoring title at age 38 and playing with his kid. So,
Kid sucks. That sucks, but he's like a 4-star recruit.
yeah, he is going to have to play
Probably
until
has
he's
slim odds to make the NBA.
well, he's going to get drafted just because he's LeBron James' kid. Think about it. Your team, you'd be like, all this time, LeBron's saying, "Oh, I want to play with my kid. I want to play with my kid." You have the opportunity to play with, to draft his kid. I'd be like, "Yeah, I'll take a
old ass LeBron.
45-year-old LeBron. At least you sell tickets. Your ticket prices are the
yeah.
highest they've probably ever been." So
That's true.
he's 38 now. His kid is 18. So that means he's got another year at least till he's in the league. So we're looking at if he gets drafted this second he can, playing with a 40-year-old Braun. Right? Just about.
Say it again.
So he's 18. He's got to do. I don't know if he's a junior or a senior.
He's class of 2023. He'll graduate. Wait,
So he'll graduate at
is he
the end
not
of this
committed
year.
yet?
Because I don't know. Maybe
That's
he's
what
going.
this
Maybe he'll
says.
go to the
Yeah.
G League, or I have no idea.
Um,
And it's
he's a
also because
40th ranked player.
the deal with Oregon's under the table. That's why. That's why he hasn't committed yet.
Mm.
It's just there. He had a crazy
24/7
dunk.
Sports has everybody as cool, warm.
All right, let me. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, but either way, he's got at least a year or two until he
I
gets
feel
in
like
the
he's
league.
gonna go to Ohio State.
I mean, that's what Braun said. I think he'd go if he did go to the draft.
I mean, he's from Ohio.
Yeah, just a kid from Akron.
But the Oregon has the Nike stuff.
Yeah, that's the thing. Oh well, we'll figure it out when it happens. Again, as you said, he's the 34th ranked. He's not even that special as a high school recruit. But basically, LeBron just trying to get his name in the media again. I think he should request a trade. I think so. He has a no trade clause. I don't know if the no trade clause can be waived or not.
Hmm.
Can LeBron James be traded?
I'm sure he can. The no trade clause is for him, not for the team.
No, because of the timing of the extension, he's ineligible to be traded this season. So I don't know why everyone. I thought that was true. I don't know why why they were all speculating this. NBA Insider: if LeBron James could be traded now, he may want to be traded. So not only do they not know if he wants to be traded,
can't be moved,
but he can't be moved. Oh well, he signed the extension. He made his bed. He's got to lay in it. No one should feel bad for LeBron, but they've gone on like a not like a run, but they've won a couple games and they're still lingering. So it's like they could still make the playoffs or at least the play in. Their season's not over.
Yeah, and then
basically
what?
what I'm trying. Nah, nothing. You get bounced first round, but at least you make the playoffs. As long as you're
they've
not
won 4 in a row.
Yeah, as long as you're not in Wembanyama territory, that's the issue.
Yeah.
If they're in Wembanyama territory and it goes to the Pelicans, it's just the worst thing that could ever happen to an NBA franchise, probably of all time. Like that is just top. That's just awful. It's completely awful. But
that they didn't even have a pick.
Yeah, no, they don't have a single pick for the next like 10 years. All right. What any other, I mean, there's not a ton of NBA stuff that we missed since last episode. But
the Wiz have kind of fallen off.
Yeah, they had
how they played the Bucks one night and they beat the Bucks and the Sixers, but Giannis didn't play.
Giannis played
again, and Giannis scored like 1,000 points.
Yeah, he scored 55 against them. That same night, the Celtics gave up 150 to the Thunder.
Yeah, and the Thunder just rolled the Wizards.
They just rolled the Wizards. Yeah, that's another reason why I brought it up. They have fallen off a little bit. They're in the same position they are in every year. They're just in no man's land, floating around.
Yeah.
So
tank. I want Wemby.
Wemby and Porzingis and Beal. That's all of a sudden a fun team.
No, the other guys out of here. It's Wemby's team.
It's Wemby's team.
Trade Beal, get more picks.
No, you have they should trade Beal. They should have never extended Beal. Honestly, they like, even for no assets, they should just let him walk. Because having $50 million for Bradley Beal is just it's a nothing burger. And as we mentioned, we mentioned last episode, you have Rui, you have Corey Kispert, Denny, all these younger players, and Johnny Davis, who hasn't even played because he's garbage.
I don't know what the deal is there.
They might be, not great, but at least they're young and you could put them around Wemby. But that's not going to happen. They're not going to get Wemby. They definitely should. It's all speculation. We're at the point where we're at the NBA season point where it's all talk. Every team is going to trade all of their players, and all these stars are going to go to a bunch of places, and it's just not going to happen. There will be trades. I think the Celtics made a trade today, some backup center for cash. So,
Nice.
yeah, they're just clearing up a roster spot, I guess. And there's there hasn't been a lot of updates since last time. There was a couple good games last night, and the night before actually the TNT games, both games just blowouts. Celtics blowing out the Mavs and the Nuggets completely demolishing the Clippers, which is interesting because Kawhi's back. Paul George played that game. They combined for 9 points. They're a weird team. They're a team that has too many players. They don't know what their rotation is. They don't know who to play in crunch time, and they honestly just don't know how to stagger the minutes between them. And it doesn't help that Kawhi and Paul George are out every other game.
Like sometimes I forget that Kawhi even exists.
Yeah, so do I. And I saw a tweet the other day. He has the most winning percentage of all time in the NBA.
Is he really?
Yeah, but it's not. It shouldn't count because he misses half his games. So all those games, they count
Right.
as a loss to him, or is it a team loss? Like I don't.
No.
It's stupid.
Yeah, dude, he's playing 28 minutes a game.
Yeah, but he's probably played like 7 games this season.
Dude, like 28 minutes is nothing.
No, it's not.
NBA starter, and for a guy who plays in half the team's games.
What's weird about this year in the NBA is not only the scoring, but it just seems like any team can beat any team. Like last night, the Hornets, the garbage Hornets. Talk about Wemby. They didn't even have to trade all their players in their Wemby team. They beat the Bucks 138 to 109.
They scored like 50 in the first quarter.
Yeah, they scored 51 in the first quarter. Terry Rozier had 39 points.
It's more than Maryland scored on Thursday night.
But they held Giannis to 9 somehow, and they just outclassed them somehow. So any team could win. There's a lot of fun teams. The Pacers, they're still continue. They're 22-18 still, and they're a fun team. Buddy Hield's been like the 3-point leader the past couple weeks. Miles Turner's been playing well. Halliburton's great. They didn't even have your boy last night, Jalen Smith, and they still won. Yeah, he's been playing well.
Yeah, he's had a good season.
So
Terps in the NBA, I saw Herter's making a push to play in the 3-point contest.
Oh, he should, and he should win it.
That'd be an instant Herter money line bet.
Oh yeah, definitely. He's been on fire.
Red Velvet.
And the Hawks, they just look like fools for trading him. There was no reason to trade him. He wasn't part of the DeJounte Murray.
What did they get out of that?
I think they got like Aaron Holiday and some other bum that they probably cut. Oh, did they get? No, they had Bogdanovich. So I don't know. I think they got a first or second round pick, but Herter, he's an elite weapon right now, and the Kings are another fun team. Yeah, the Kings are fun.
You tried to sell me on the Kings before the season started, and I wasn't having it, so I apologize.
It's all right. It's all right. They just
I didn't know what we were gonna get from Keegan Murray.
Keegan's good.
A solid player so far. De'Aaron Fox might be the most underrated player in the league because he's in Sacramento.
It's also like the second you talk about De'Aaron Fox, they're always like, oh, like they always find something negative about him, and he scores. He gets at least 5 rebounds a game. He gets at least six assists a game. He's a solid point guard, and as you're saying right now, he's leading this team to a 5 seed. So, and he's 25 years old.
Trade actually looks pretty good now.
Oh yeah, it stinks that they had to give up Halliburton because Halliburton's been such a he could be an all-star. Like he's been such an asset this year. But
they had too many guards.
Yeah. So they chose one, Fox or Halliburton, and they chose Fox, and it seems to be working out with Sabonis. I like Sabonis too. I always wanted him on the Celtics. His past 3 games, 14 rebounds, 14 rebounds, 14 rebounds. Just a rebound machine. Averaging 12 and a half. That's pretty good. Yeah, they're a really fun team. Trade wise though, like I don't even want to talk about rumors because I think it's all bullshit.
No,
I just want to wait until it happens because
too
who
early.
knows what's actually gonna happen. Like they're saying that the Raptors, they've had a bad season so far. That they're big time sellers and they're gonna trade they could trade Pascal and they could trade OG Anunoby or Fred Van Vliet. And it's like, yeah, they could. They're spiraling downwards, but those are the exact type of trades that get rumored all the time and just never happen.
Yeah,
All right. Other than that, I'm good. You want to go to College Corner?
do it.
All right. I have a good one this week, so I'm gonna take the first. I my
Mine
ticketing
sucks, so.
system my ticketing system for today's game, Gamecocks versus Tennessee. It wasn't. It was like it was all glitched and messing up, and I was trying to get. It was messed up for a couple people, so I'm trying to get a ticket in, and I just got my ticket transferred from Josh Gray, our center. He sent me his ticket.
Wait, what?
Yeah, yeah. So Josh Gray, he's a 7-foot center forward. I guess he classifies as a forward. On our team, he's transferred from UCLA, or sorry, not UCLA, LSU. I'm not gonna comment on him in the game, but he's a great guy, nice guy. He's giving me his ticket because my girlfriend's friend is not dating, but with him.
Situation.
Situationship, yeah. So, and my girlfriend actually watched his cats over winter break for a little bit. So yeah, so they're like, I was like, yeah, I need to find a way to get a ticket, and they're just like, oh, I'll just ask Josh. Josh transferred me over his ticket, so pretty sick. I'm excited.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is pretty cool.
You're basically a part of the team.
They
You like hanging
yeah.
out with Gigi's friends?
I need to get my way in there. I need to sneak in there. If they
You
have,
need to be cocky, is what you need to be.
I do, but I couldn't keep my mouth shut. It's like, well, I'd be a terrible cocky.
You come on the pod, you just put on the cocky.
Yeah, no, I'd be a terrible cocky. I'd just be like, yeah, I'd show off the feet that hang up. I just I'd do it all.
You'd like lay down and put your feet up.
Yeah, I'd be like, oh, nice pod today, they'd be like, keep it a
Like little
secret, and
chicken
I'd be
feet.
like, it's already on Twitter. Sorry, it's like me picking a selfie with the cocky hat on. It would be terrible.
You get fired from being cocky.
I would
It'd
instantly.
be the best college corner. in the history of the
It would
podcast.
be a hilarious college corner. But yeah, Mr. Josh Gray, thank you for your ticket. I'm excited to cheer you guys on. And if you ever want to hang out, let me know. Or come on the pod if you ever want an interview.
Yeah, there we go.
We'll try to get it on.
Go through the SIDs and try to make something happen.
Yeah. All right. What do you got?
I'm trying to think of something positive. And like 2 months away from baseball season.
Ooh, that's not positive. That's not positive.
Dude, I don't know. I think I talked about our transfer class for football last pod.
Yeah, you mentioned them.
That was a positive. And I'm starting to get excited about football. I think because it's the off season, I kind of like forget what they look like on the field, and I just think about like the 4-star recruits and transfers that we're bringing in. I don't know. Basketball is. I'm starting to get worried because they look exactly like the Turgeon teams looked. So it's like he said that they would play a different style, and they did. I don't know if it's because they just aren't very good talent-wise, but the offense that they run, it's like get any good looks. Like against Rutgers the other night, they had like 3 shot clock violations. What are we doing offensively? They don't take it to the hoop at all. They just settle for jump shots, and they can't shoot.
That sounds
It's
like
like
my
at some
team.
point, just
Sounds
stop
like-
shooting
yeah,
threes.
that
And
sounds-
but the other problem is they're too small to score inside.
Sounds like we have the same
They literally
basketball
have
team.
nothing. Does, yeah. I was thinking about that earlier. I want to play you guys.
I think you guys would.
I think it would be an
I,
awful game.
yeah, I think it would be terrible. It would be a brick fest. We
That's it. Like even against bad teams, we don't shoot the ball well.
no,
We shot like 3 of 18 from 3 against UMBC, and every shot was wide open.
we never shoot well. We can't even get free throws down. It's funny. We are
No, neither can we.
no, and I didn't talk about the actual game in mine because they played the first SEC game of the year, lost to Vandy.
OT though, right?
What? Went to OT, so that's something. They shouldn't have gone to OT. The last shot was like this wild. He was just kind of left wide open, and he took the layup and got it to OT. So that was cool, but in OT, they just couldn't keep up. It was just 4-point run after 4-point run, and then all of a sudden, Vandy took the lead and it was over. It just doesn't make any sense. Like I just don't get. I don't understand the rotations. I don't understand who's playing. I don't understand why certain players aren't better. I don't understand. This team is it's kind of broken. It's kind of a broken team.
Yeah, I think Maryland's they're toast. And like I'm glad that we had the start to the season that we did, just because it was exciting.
Yeah.
But it does make this meltdown a little worse.
No, yeah,
It's
because
not like,
yeah.
oh, like it's whatever, we expected this. It's like thought we were gonna make the Final Four for a little bit.
No, you thought
Yeah,
you're gonna be
Illinois, our best win of the season, Illinois, is like collapsing. Right now.
Yeah,
They lost to
Illinois, yeah.
Northwestern. They lost to dude, who was it? They had a really bad loss. They got stomped by somebody. And their freshman point guard is stepping away from the team. So they're a dumpster fire. Like our best win of the season is just tanking right now.
That's yeah. Illinois has not been good.
And
And
Missouri, they got beat by 22 at home. Penn State beat them by 15 at home.
Damn.
Did beat Texas, but Texas is also kind of a mess right now.
Well, and you had a great point. It's not like you were coming in expecting this. You wanted to be a top 4 seed coming into the 64. You were ready. You were ready to be a 4 seed.
No, yeah, it wasn't like they were 13th in the country. It wasn't that.
Yeah,
crazy.
no, it wasn't crazy. That's what I'm saying.
That's the thing. Like I've never seen a team melt down like this before. They will they literally do not score points. They scored in the first half of their last 4 Power 5 games. They've scored over 20 once.
That's
It's
bad.
Shocking how bad they are on offense.
Do you think that there's a road back? Like, can they come back from this, or do you think it's just done?
I think so. I think it's you can't have this many bad offensive games in a row. Like at some point, they will start to score. Okay, UCLA, they were down 49-20 at half.
20. Jeez.
Next Power 5 game was Michigan, and they were down 44-13 at half. Next game was Rutgers, and they were down 24-17 at half. And then the game before that was Tennessee, in which they were down 34-17 at half.
Not good. Not good.
Not good. I did start my quest to see every Big Ten basketball arena.
Nice.
I was at the Rutgers game the other night. I was up in Jersey visiting my girlfriend, and we took the trip up to the Rack. Cute little arena. It was like a high school building.
God, you guys lost to Rutgers.
Rutgers is good.
They are
They'll be
12-4. Yeah, they are 12-4.
They just beat Purdue at Purdue.
Oh, really?
So, yeah, don't sleep on this Rutgers team.
All right.
But Rutgers is basically a decent Mark Turgeon team because they play really good defense and they have athletes, but they're horrendous on offense. They have 2 guys that can shoot the basketball, and that's it. But they're going to be so annoying to play against in the tournament.
If you make
it,
oh, never mind. Yeah, just in general.
Them.
Yeah, just in general.
Not Maryland. Not when we see them in the
tournament. Yeah. I know what you're saying.
Playing against other teams that make the tournament while we watch. But It's a
I
cool
want
role.
NIT. I'd at least want NIT. Like at least it's something.
I would imagine that.
Well, us in
Going
the
South
NIT.
Carolina
Yeah,
for
yeah, that'd be
NIT.
sick. It's funny, like last year too, people were we were sitting at a place called Granby Grill. It's like right across the street. We were like, shout out Granby Grill. And we're sitting there, we're eating our food, and we're watching we just happened to be on when the NIT championship was on. We were just like,
Really?
yeah, and we were just watching the NIT championship, and I remember people, and I could you imagine being excited about the NIT and be like, I'd be pumped if we won the
Oh,
NIT.
I would be pumped
I would be
too.
ecstatic if we won the
And the
NIT.
banner.
Yeah, banners fly forever, man. I want that shit up.
Seriously.
I would love to go. And it's funny right now. I don't even know if we're getting in. I don't even know.
Oh, NIT is like there are good teams in the NIT.
We didn't get in
All
last year.
bubble teams.
We got robbed last
Neither
year.
did we. About I think it's called the CBA. It's like the third tournament.
Oh no, that might get too
It's
far.
like
The
bubble teams
Yeah.
that didn't make the NIT. They were in the NIT bubble.
Oh god. I'm as we speak, I'm putting 5 on South Carolina money line, by the way. 5 for 47.
Tennessee, I think, is beatable because they're not all that good offensively. You guys probably won't score 40 points.
That's the issue. We gotta score. We gotta score like at least 45 at the half to maybe give it a chance.
But Tennessee is a team where I could see them winning the national championship, and I could also see them getting beat in the first round by a 15 seed.
Yeah, isn't that how they were last year?
That's how they are every year.
Yeah, sounds about right.
They always lose in the tournament because Rick Barnes just shits down his leg. Tournament, but I don't know. You have them at home, so that's something. They have.
I'll be there. I'm the
whatever
secret
that's
weapon.
worth.
Yeah. Oh, it's worth 17 points. I'll give you that. We're
They
covering.
have these
We're
I don't know
covering.
if they're Russian or Eastern European dudes on their team.
Oh, and haven't they had guys on their team for like 5 years? Like, isn't this
Let me pull up KenPom. I bought a KenPom subscription.
KenPom? I know there's some guy. He might have
Everyone
finally gone to the draft.
hear about the analytics.
All right,
I'm second in the country, number 1 in defense. Yeah, dude, I can't even pronounce half these names. Zakai Ziegler. This guy, Oliver Nukumhala.
They're just
6'9".
important. They're important. These guys. This isn't fair. This is
He's
a
from
Euro team.
Finland.
This is a Euro
You're
team.
a team. Wait, that's not even the guy. Who's the big Russian dude?
I couldn't. I'll tell you after tonight. I couldn't tell you right now.
Obiawaka? No. This guy, Euros Plasvik, maybe?
Sounds pretty foreign. Sounds pretty
Yeah,
foreign.
that dude.
Yeah.
Plavsik.
Plastic. He sounds Russian.
He has to be Russian. Right? It doesn't say.
They have a lot of foreigners. Or at least a lot of
That's
weird
what I'm
names.
saying. When they played Maryland, I was like, who is this? He's from Serbia.
Dude, 24 years old. He looks 40. He's a 7'1" Serbian. We're screwed. He's dropping 80.
When we played him, it was like right after the Brittany Griner trade.
Oh,
We're like,
no.
dude, like this is the guy. Like,
Yeah.
This is the guy that we traded. He's been in basketball for Tennessee this whole time.
He's the merchant of death. He's the merchant of death.
Yeah, that's what it was. Dude, these guys are like merchant of death and his brothers.
Oh.
Yeah, they're good.
All right.
Good.
Well, that does it for our college corner. We have a big college corner, nationwide college corner coming up. The college football championship Monday, right? So Monday, the Horny Toads
Dogs and dogs
go against the Bulldogs. I love the TCU story. I really do. I just wish Ohio State didn't miss that field goal so TCU could have a chance.
I don't know, dude. It's hard to repeat.
It is hard to repeat, and this also seems like the Team of Destiny vibes for TCU.
Can we get a cool, like a
cool Cinderella champion in college football?
I'm all for it. I want it, but
I'm gonna
I
bet on TCU. I'm gonna manifest it.
I think if I bet on him, it'd just be money. It would be guaranteed that Georgia wins. Let me look at the line. What is the money line for him?
Like 14.
No, what's the money line?
You know,
Just straight up.
400 plus 400.
Let me look. Plus 330. That's
mean,
actually not
when
as
you-
bad as I thought.
Okay.
They
Um,
go ahead. Take the reins.
you look at I'm just looking at like the list of champions in college football. Georgia, Bama, LSU, Clemson, Bama, Clemson, Bama, Ohio State, Florida State, Bama, Auburn, Bama, Florida, LSU, Florida, Texas, USC, LSU, Ohio State, Miami, Oklahoma. Like, no recently small school has ever won.
Nope.
1990, Colorado won. Georgia Tech split it.
Yeah, I'm looking right now
Washington
too.
won in 91. The year Ohio State won was an upset. It's still Ohio State.
Yeah, they're good every year.
It has been so long.
And it's just so fun to see TCU out there.
Mhm.
So much fun. They like everything about like Duggan. He didn't even start the season. I absolutely love their uniforms. I think their uniforms are amazing.
Yeah.
And-
Horned Frogs.
Yeah, Horned Frogs. It is a team of destiny, and I will be rooting for them. I can't say this Georgia team's gonna get beat though. They've just been whooping teams all year.
It's one of those games where, like I said in the World Series, where I don't know how they're gonna win. Like, they're outclassed at every position.
That's the thing. They're just bigger. They are just bigger,
In a way.
and they're all NFL prospects. And I know there's some NFL prospects on TCU, but not 11 of them. There's not 11 of them, and
Not the whole starting lineup.
Yeah,
on
not the
both
whole
sides of the
lineup.
ball.
I also the other thing, it's Stenson Bennett has turned into like the Darth Vader of college football.
I know.
He is just the worst, man. Like and
Hate.
no, because he's 25.
Rightfully so.
Yeah, rightfully so. We don't hate him because he's 25. We hate him because he has mediocre stats and is just the best quarterback on the best team. So he gets to go to
He
New
looks
York.
like a boner. Also,
Yeah, he looks like a turd. He looks like a real turd.
he should not be a Heisman finalist. Like, the fact that he's a Heisman finalist is
No.
insane.
Yeah, it is insane. And I'm excited. Like it's his last year of eligibility, and he's not going to get drafted anywhere because it's not like he has any sort of arm talent or he's 5'11".
He throws to the best players in the country.
No, exactly. So
Is he
I'm just
clutch?
excited to see it.
A little bit, maybe. If
Yeah,
He doesn't lose games for them at the end. Like, he came through.
yeah, that's true. But he's also like that. Everyone should hate Georgia after what happened on New Year's at midnight. Like that is just so. It's something that would happen to if Clemson was in the playoffs. It would happen to them, and now it's Georgia's turn to be
I
lucky.
was so, like, passionately rooting against Ohio State. Because I didn't want them to have, like, redemption after the embarrassment against Michigan. And to back into the playoff like they did,
Yeah, that's true.
that would have been it would have felt like a national championship where they didn't deserve it. Which, obviously, like, would have been 13-1. But that loss was so bad, I did not want them to redeem themselves.
That's fair. That is fair. I hate Georgia. I hate them so much. I'm on TCU.
Yeah, I mean, I'm very excited for this game. I think they have a shot. Like, I think they have a real shot.
They do. I mean, they made it. This is anything can happen. Any given now Monday, I guess.
I thought Michigan would stop them.
Yeah, no,
I was
everyone
like, oh,
did.
it's a cool story. Like, they made the playoffs. I thought that they'd get beat like 35-10.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm trained to expect in the college football playoff. Unfortunately,
No, and
This year's different.
luckily it's gone against it. So hopefully they can keep their running game going. That's what really killed Michigan. is their running game and Duggan being able to run out of the pocket. That Quentin
And
Johnson.
Duggan wasn't even that good.
No, he wasn't. But that Quentin Johnson on TCU, 6'4", fast. He's a beast. And they can get him going, get the running backs going. Hopefully they can do something with this.
They need another like chaos.
Yeah. No, it's got if they're winning, it's gonna be a high scoring game. So take the
And
over.
fumbles at the 1 yard line, things like that.
Take the over if you think they're gonna win. Honestly, just take the over anyways. What is the over right now? It is 63. Maybe not. 63 is a lot of
Those
points.
games got to like 80.
That's true. That is true. They both did make it to 80. I think the over under on New Year's was like, I think it got to like 100 live over under. Yeah, I'm pretty.
I love that.
All right. Did we
80%
pretty much
of the money is on TCU spread.
have you seen the stories with LSU?
Oh, the orgy.
Yeah, the gangbang. So
I don't like
the recruitment chair, the wide receiver, and a coach, right?
Two coaches.
Two coaches. Ugh. Do with those names of what you will. One's the recruitment chair is a female. The rest are all men. Consensual, according to everything I've seen. But the wide receiver now forced to declare into the draft. And the coaches, one was the highest paid wide receiver coach in the country, and they're gonna fire him.
Dismissed.
Yeah, dismissed or fired or whatever. What a story. What a story.
I don't understand what's so wrong about it. Like they're just having sex.
I think it's because it's a student.
They work together.
I think it's just because it's a student. I think that if it's coaches,
but
it's
not
fine.
a recruit.
Yeah, I know. He's already there. He's already in LSU.
Is it weird? Yeah, but like.
Yeah,
I
I guess you got a good point. It's not like they should be punished by it. I guess not. I don't know. I guess you don't punish him for it. And
I mean, it's kind of like an Ime Udoka situation. Way.
yeah, that's true.
One's being cheated on.
And one is also the head coach of an NBA team, where he should be an example, a leader. Where I guess the coaches of the wide receivers.
I guess that's
should
one
be.
of the things is it's like coaches and the players should not be
No,
banging another team employee. All right, yeah, no, it's
so
pretty
bad.
messed up.
It's so bad.
I rescind my take.
I
say it out loud.
Yeah, once you map it out, you go,
Pretty
okay,
messed
I
up.
know why they fired him. It's not like they should be. It's not. I don't think it's even a punishment type of thing. It's like an awkward. Like, how do you like conduct meetings?
It's like, dude, what are you doing?
It's like, how do you conduct meetings now? Or
How could the players take him seriously?
no, or yeah, that's the other thing. Look at him in the face after this story comes out. Oof.
Yeah.
What
I rescind my take.
Yeah, what a
That
weird.
that was a bad take.
Weird story. All right, that's what I
At
got.
first, I
on the
thought when
story.
I heard like director of recruitment, I was like, oh, is this a Louisville situation where the director of recruitment is like nailing the recruits? That's why they're coming to LSU.
Maybe it
No,
is.
It's just
How do you think
it
they
might
got?
be.
How do you think they got Joe Burrow? All right. What else? Is that it?
Sketchy program.
They are a sketchy program. That's all I got
was
to say.
in
about it.
trouble for. I don't know. Oh, the Harbaugh. Did you see that Harbaugh's getting in trouble because he bought a recruit burger?
Yes, I did see that. Did you see? So I heard there's real rumors. We joked about it when Nick was on the podcast. We kind of laughed at him, but Jim Harbaugh he's getting speculation to be an NFL head coach.
Because he wants a raise.
Well, now in this burger thing, like if I this burger thing came out, I'd be like, all right, I'm going somewhere else.
I don't think the burger thing's gonna turn into much.
But what coaching jobs do you think? I guess I don't even know best fit or what. Do you think he'd be good as an NFL coach again?
I mean, he was.
Yeah, he
I
took
don't
him
see
to
why not.
Super Bowl.
I also don't. I would be shocked if he left Michigan.
Still,
I literally think that it's his camp putting that out there is that he can get a raise.
Well, if you think about it from a Michigan standpoint, you lose everything if you do that.
Yeah.
Like, you just made the college football playoffs twice.
Or
In a
2 years
row.
in a row. You beat Ohio State twice in a row, which was like a thing
Huge
that he
deal.
couldn't do.
Yeah, huge deal. And
Just it's like a national championship. For
if
them.
he leaves for the NFL, you start at year 0. What we've talked about all the time, and you're resetting. You're building a
Right.
new. It's a new Michigan program. So,
And who was before Harbaugh?
oh, I have no
Was
idea.
it Brady Hoke?
I have no idea, honestly. I'm looking it up right now.
Was
Brady Hoke.
Hoke was
No,
the
no,
guy.
Rich Rodriguez.
Oh, Rich Rod.
Yeah, he only got 15 wins in 2 years, which I guess terrible. It's not great though.
Them. It's horrible.
Is it horrible? For them, yeah, for them it is
7
horrible.
and 5.
Yeah. All right. Actually, wait. Sorry, I was reading this wrong. It was Rich Rodriguez, Brady Hoke, then Jim Harbaugh.
Okay.
But yeah, they can't they can't reset. They got to keep going with what they do. And he has 38 wins in the past. Now, oh crap! I guess it's been 8 years. But they got to stick with him.
I feel like they're like a quarterback away from national championship.
Yeah, they're definitely a year or 2 away. So there shouldn't be a reason to do it now.
They're an elite defensive team every year.
Definitely.
Just need somebody who's not JJ McCarthy, Shea Patterson.
You're
Go
still not. You're
freaking
not a
get an
big fan
athlete.
of JJ.
He's not that good.
No, he had a really
He's
good Fiesta
fine.
Bowl, but
Yeah, until he dropped the snap.
that's true. That is definitely true.
We'll
All right.
see.
I think that's all we got. We're kind of rambling now. We just kind of ended
Okay.
off. So that does it. I hope you guys. I mean, yes, it already is the weekend. Enjoy your weekend. Go Pats! I'm all for it. Let's make the playoffs. And go Cox tonight. Anything, Chris? Shout it off. Anything to root
Terps.
for? There you go. Go Terps. All right. Thank you all for listening. Hope you all enjoy.